Hey. Morning people. I'm still at London Road Pond. It's now Wednesday morning. Nothing happened last night apart from I had a pick-up on my chod rig this morning. It went screaming off. Picked it up, but there was nothing there, and that was on my left hand rod. Like I say, I'm fishing these snags over here. What I'm doing is daytime fishing up close to him, which is about 14 wraps with a tight club, so there's no giving it whatsoever. But then at night time I'm dropping back to 13 wraps where there's like a silk gully. So far I've had some tench. I think I've had about 5 tench, and I've had a couple of skimmers. Yesterday on the float was really slow. I had a tench and a skimmer. Last night I kept getting a few finicky bites on the float, but it was really windy last night. It was horrendous. I got into bed about 10 o'clock. I'm glad I did, because I got woke up a few times with the wind. But I haven't put the float rod in this morning at all. I've just been concentrating on getting some rigs tied. Hence why I've got all my stuff out still. Just putting the kettle on, people, to have my second cup of coffee. But as you can see, like I say, that's where I'm fishing to, over there. I'm in peg 16 down the bottom end of the pond in the deeper water. Float fishing, I've been float fishing off of there, and it's about fishing to there, and it's about 12 foot deep, 11 foot deep. Fishing with a waggler, that's the kettle boiling. Fishing with a waggler, and then I'm fishing about a foot over depth, because it is really silty here, and there's a lot of shit on the bottom, and you just can't get bites at this time of year on this place. You've got to put hardly any resistance on the waggler at all. So I use a loaded waggler. I use a swivel down the line and then just one dropper above the swivel. And then I fish with about 12 foot, bloody hell, it wouldn't be 12 foot, would it? Fish with about a foot over depth. And so far the tench, even the skimmers, I can only get them to take big baits, which is unusual for this time of year. They won't touch maggots, they're not bothered about corn, luncheon meat, anything along them lines. All they seem to be bothered about is pellet. So I've been fishing with some Robin Red pellets that have been soaked in liquid, CSL liquid, and they've softened up, so they're a little bit softer. But I think what I might do today is mix some expanders up, try some expanders, and all I've done is I've mixed some micro pellets up with 1mm micro pellets with a little tiny bit of ground bait, and put a little bit of pigeon conditioner in it, and just drop that out to bring the tension in, and that's working. It's bringing the tension in, and they seem to stop there all day when I've put some of that in. I top it up again when and as I need it, and then just fish over the top of it. Biggest tench I've had's about 4.5 pound, 5 pound, and the other ones are smaller ones, but all in good condition. And then I've had, like I say, a big skimmer. But there's loads and loads of tench over here, loads. They've been topping all over. As soon as I put the boilies in, they're all over it. I've seen one carp, and that was over here to this side here, which was on Monday. And I don't know whether or not that was the one that I lost, I'm not sure. But yesterday was a bit of a stressful day. Everything kept going wrong yesterday. Every time I tried to do something, it just kept going wrong all the time. Crazy. I even cracked off yesterday. It's that tight down here where I'm fishing, there's just no room to manoeuvre. And it's like, it puts pressure on yourself. I'll show you what I mean. I've got the room down here. There's my rods there. The bivvy was really tough getting that in as well. It's right up to the boarding, and then at the back right up to the edge, so I haven't been able to put my overwrap on, but as you can see I come down here, I've got my barrow, and there's my flotation sling down there, which is tight, and then my sticks, distance sticks I've got in here, and I'm having to stand up to this back board here, and my foot against that, and doing my wraps, and it is really tight. There's the other end of the pond, look, all the deep end, it goes to about 14-15 foot over here. So, walk back up. So I think if I fish this peg again, all I'll do is fish it with the carp rods, because I can't get a seat box or anything like that in here. And when I'm casting my float rod, it's really tight at the back here, because I've got so much 12 foot depth on. When I'm casting, the hook length's near enough touching these, so I'm having to be so careful. And then at night time, when you're walking through to do your distance sticks, all this lot up here is in the way, so you just have to be really careful. But I'm enjoying it, I am. I don't know how long I'm going to stop for, not too sure, we'll have to see. There's the fishing down there, look, there she is, tucked away as usual. She's been having a nice time, haven't you, Sky? Yeah, you've been having a nice time, haven't you? What I normally do is I have my breakfast, which I've done. I had 2 pita breads with 3 rations of bacon and an egg on it, with some tomato sauce. It was lovely, I was ready for it. With a cup of coffee, some water, and now I'm having another cup of coffee. And then what I'll do is take the dog for a walk all the way around the pond, and then come back, take my rods out before I go, get them around the distance sticks, so I've got the distance that I want. My rigs are ready, tied, and after I've took her, come back, get them back in, and just put a tiny bit more bait out. So I give him a little bit more bait last night, because of the fact there was that many tench over there. I thought to myself, I need to put a bit more out, so I put about 2 kilo out last night. I spread all over there. Did some tighter with the catapult into the deeper where I was fishing, into the silt gully, and then obviously I've spread them out with a stick as well, all around everywhere else. But I think what I should do is I should just ease some more in this morning, because there might be some left over from what I put in yesterday. I don't think there'll be a lot left there, if there is any, because I think the tench will have had them. And then get my carp rods back out, and then leave them in again till tonight. I'm just starting to get bubbles coming up out here, where I've been putting that pigeon conditioner in, starting to bubble up again. It's unusual for this peg 16, you don't normally get them bubbling in as close as that on here. I think when most people fish this peg, they're normally further out fishing the feeder. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's that time of the year, not expecting tench anyway. I've only put in the float rod in for something else to do. I have bought the feeder rod, but I can't be arsed messing about with it. I can't see the point, they're not really feeding, so there's no point in getting it all out. The room's tight enough as it is. But it's that one carp that I want out of here. I've had most of the carp. There's one carp out of it, it's about 26.5 pound, 26 pound. The mirror, big mirror. I've had most of the other ones. There is a few new carp in, I think, but I just want to get that mirror, that's what I want. And then that way I shall only come on here doing a bit of stalking for the carp and that every now and again, and have a session for the carp, and then the rest of my time will be spent tench fishing again. So I haven't done as much of it this year or last year because of my foot, so I need to get back into it again. So I miss it like mad. but the wind is still blowing southwesterly. That's blowing. It is. It's been blowing down this way ever since I've been here, and I think it's forecast to blow down here all week. The forecast warm for the week, and it's supposed to be hotter again on Saturday and Sunday as well, but I don't know when I will be going home. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on the food situation and how I feel. So I'll get next today out of the way and tomorrow and see what I feel like then. But I'm going to sign off for now, people. So tight lines, screaming reels. Catch you in a bit, boys and girls.